The next thing I'm gonna show you guys how to make is bone broth. So it's like, yeah, it's like one of the most nutrient dense foods. Like it's like the gift of life, basically. If you can make this bone broth for yourself, it's so amazing. It's the easiest way to absorb minerals. So this is kind of like something you can do to stabilize your sugar levels and essentially your mood. Anything when you add minerals, protein, fats especially. So that's basically what this is like mineral, fat, and protein. And any great recipe will have some really nice broth. You can make it with chicken, you can make it with fish, but today we're going to learn how to do the beef bone broth. So I just browned this big meaty bone. Obviously that's all the meat. Then I have 4 pounds of these marrow bones. I'm just going to show you guys.
Oh my God.
I like to cook it as long as I can to get that marrow completely out. So basically I'll show you a bone in there. Can you guys? And you can cook the bone broth from 12 to 72 hours. What I'll do is put that in there with some apple cider vinegar for an hour, and that starts to draw all the nutrients out of the bones. But onions, I leave the skins on, carrots, even sometimes when I get carrot tops, I'll throw everything in, like the whole thing. Celery, you can throw that in there. Lots of potassium, which is amazing. Put too much water because then when you add everything, it might overflow. Then I'm just gonna simmer it. You wanna just do it nice and slow, simmer on low. Okay, there's gonna be some scum that comes on the top. You can take a sieve and take that scum off and then pour it in, you cool it. And the recipe says to cool it in the fridge. I've been told from a chef, don't ever cool anything in the fridge. So you just kind of gotta go with what you feel comfortable with. And my solution for storing, because I don't like to use plastic, especially when there's lots of fats involved, because fats will absorb the xenoestrogens. So I was like, well, you know, you can't put glass in the freezer because it explodes, right? But why it explodes is because it expands. So if you leave space, and then I don't put an airtight, I just put this plastic on top with an elastic, this is my solution. Right? Experiment with changing it around to have your fats and your proteins in the morning, and I can guarantee that 90% of you will like have amazing success with that. You'll get so much energy throughout your day. If I were to have made this stew without using the bone broth, it would not taste this good. Really, it just...
Oh my God. Spices that are in here are thyme?
Thyme, I put garlic, salt, pepper. There's really no spices, like other than that.
Okay.
Foods that have minerals, or chromium, which helps to balance blood sugar. Garlic, broccoli, potatoes, meats, all meats have chromium in them. Imagine or visualize starting your day with like, I mean, you could do it with the soup or you could do it just with the bone broth. Just a cup of it, warming that up. I like my stew to be like kind of creamy. I don't know, it's just me the way I...
No, I like that.
Yeah. So you don't have to, but you can use a hand blender, or if you don't have a hand blender, take out, you know, some of the stuff and put it in a blender and then make that creamy. I just kind of went a little crazy with my hand blender. I probably could have had it more chunky, but it's up to you. Yeah.
Delicious.
Good.
I don't think
I want to buy a frozen bunch of it from you.
Yeah.